Hi, Mystic, you asked about me. You wanted to know about your subscribers. And so I'm going to video respond as well as I can. I wrote it all down in a notepad so that I'll remember. But here we go. So, about me. That can be taken many different ways and go in many different places. So I'll try to cover all the basics. To start off with, I like to be different, but I've always tried to stay out of the spotlight, if it makes any sense at all. I've always been an animal person, and I believe that I connect spiritually and emotionally better with animals than I do with people. I've had pretty much whatever you can think of as far as animals go. And I'm going to go off the list, and I apologize that I'm not looking into the camera, but it's a really long list. Alright, so here's the list. Bunny, chicken, hamster, lizard, snake, horses, pigs, dogs, cats, ferrets, rats, mice, parakeets, guinea pigs, goats, turtles, emus, cows, and iguanas. I'm sure there's a lot more. I just can't think of them at this point in time. I've never been a really big television watcher, though I spent a lot of time in front of the TV as a child. I loved Saturday morning cartoons. I don't like chick flicks, period. I watch them to humor some of my friends and find that I like a few of them that I did buy, but I don't go to see them because I don't want to. I pretty much have a basic handle of computer operations, but I think my best talent so far is going to be typing. I type about 75 words a minute at any given time, and I like to write short stories in my spare time. I'm a jack of all trades, however I don't finish the task on hand on most occasions. I like to draw, paint, write, garden, walk, and a bunch of other stuff, but I will find that I will usually start a painting and it'll take me months to finish because I will do it a little bit at a time. As far as my opinion on pro-life, pro-choice, I do not agree with abortion as a personal preference, meaning as a choice for just the sheer point of not wanting a child. I believe that in life there are situations where it is warranted, like being raped, being involved in incest, or even situations where medical reasoning is necessary to terminate a pregnancy. However, I do not agree with ignorant bitches killing a fetus for the sheer reason that she was too stupid to get reliable means of birth control or to accept the consequences of sex. Sorry to blab about it, but that's how I feel. And to explain it in better depth, it's not that you're ignorant for deciding to have sex, getting pregnant on accident, especially people that get pregnant that are on birth control. It's not that I think they're ignorant for getting pregnant on birth control. They did what they needed to do to protect themselves and they still got pregnant. My point is that they're ignorant for simply getting it because they don't want to have a baby. Personally, I got pregnant in high school when I was 17 years old. I didn't want to be pregnant. I wasn't ready to be pregnant. I wasn't ready to be a mom. But I'm a mom, and I have a beautiful 4-year-old son and a wonderful husband because I kept the pregnancy. I didn't terminate. I didn't think about it once, but that's just how I was brought up. But I've actually been in chat rooms and places where literally 22, I'm 22, 22-year-old women are literally fighting the pro-choice because they want to be able to have sex with their husband in they want to be able to make love to their husband and have sex with their husband, but want to be able to terminate, to kill a fetus whenever they want, just because they don't want to have kids ever. So instead of going through the necessary precautions to get themselves completely fixed by having a tubal ligation or getting a vasectomy or something like that, they would rather fight for people to kill innocent, living things that didn't even ask to be created. My way I see it is, you made the choice to have sex, you made the choice to spread your legs and do that. That's fine. But you need to understand that, number one, you could get a disease. Number two, you could get pregnant. And, number three, both of which could happen. And you need to be prepared for that, especially if you're not in a marriage or a engagement or a, long-term boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. You need to be, or girlfriend, but, you don't have to worry about it as much if you're gay. But, you have to understand that that could happen. And you have to be prepared for that when you go into a relationship. And you can't just the way I see it is the easy way out for those people who actually think that it's okay to just go ahead and do it. You know, medical reasoning, a person who just doesn't want to have kids, you know, I'd say try to get yourself fixed or use a lot of birth control. And I've actually had women tell me that the reason they don't, or that they want it to be legal, is because they don't like the way condoms feel. And so I rebuttal with, I don't like the idea of killing anything like that, you know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blab about it. I really just, you know from experience. I was 17. I wasn't ready for it, but I did it. It made me who I am today, and I'm happy that I did it, because I never would have been with my husband. I never would have had the wonderful life I do, because all the choices that I made since I was pregnant, I made because of the way my life ended up because I was pregnant. So, being pregnant is not always a bad thing. It can lead to better things. Sorry to blab. Alright, I tend to not be a very religious person, and I try to keep it that way. I try to branch myself out spiritually, but there's a lot of difference between being spiritual and being religious, in my opinion. I believe that going to church is a waste of valuable time that we don't have much of and can be put to better uses. By better uses, I mean spending time with your family that doesn't involve listening to some jackass scream at you for the gooder part of 3 to 4 hours. That's my opinion. That's pretty much what I wanted to get out. I hope that gives you a little more insight as to what my personal beliefs are and how I feel. And, you know, maybe this gives you a little bit better idea of what Pinkerstick, or who Pinkerstick is. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about my purple hair and blonde hair. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you're doing well, and I look forward to your next video.